it's working. I think it's working. Okay, so I'm gonna explain my project to you and all my facts I have. So
Hello, what are you talking
video. So my thing is, how my question is, how did soccer change and how did it evolve throughout the years, and how did it start and how did it evolve throughout the years? So as you see, I have lots of facts. I'm gonna go through the bare bones. So records trace back soccer history. Oh, I'll show you my project, my actual huge timeline if you want to see it. Records trace the history of soccer back to more than 2,000 years ago in ancient China, Greece, and Rome, and parts of Central America. Also claimed to have started the sport, but it was England that transitioned soccer, or what the British and many people around the world call football, into the game we know today. The English are credited with the recording of the first uniform rules for the sport, forbidding tripping, forbidding. Where was I? I just lost my spot. Here. Your first uniform for the sport, forbidding tripping opponents and touching the ball with hands. And then, as the sport developed, many more rules were implemented and more historical landmarks were set. For example, the penalty kick was introduced in 1891. FIFA became a member of the International Football Association Board of Great Britain in 1913. Red and yellow cards in the game were introduced during the 1970 World Cup finals. More recent changes, including goalkeepers banned from handing deliberate passes and tackles behind becoming red cards, penalties, blah blah blah. No, that's really important. It's just about the rules. That was by athletic scholarships. A football timeline. There is evidence that in China that military forces around the 2nd and 3rd century BC Han Dynasty played a game originally named Su Chu, that's what I'm going to call it, taking a leather ball stuffed with fur into a small hole, like soccer, but no hands were permitted during the play of the game. That was by Google. I'll show you my project now. So this is a giant soccer timeline made out of like a nice sized thick ribbon, and I have some writing down on Sharpie and some from the printed. So, did you know a football timeline? There's evidence in China, blah blah blah. And then I had this. The Japanese version of soccer was called, I'm not going to pronounce that. Chinese military forces played a game like soccer. The Japanese version of soccer was called Kanria, a game much like modern hacky sacks, played with 12 players in a larger stuffed ball with sawdust. There is also a field designated by 4 trees: cherry, maple, pine, and willow. It'll be hard to read, actually. Handling derivative. Okay, that's not important either. Record trace back soccer, and then this one. Mexico and Central America created a rubber ball and used it to play a game resembling to soccer, 600 AD. And I think this is our last one. This is a really interesting one, actually. Yeah, this is our last one. I don't know how to get this in the camera, but King Edward passed a ban to the game of soccer in 1331. That's going to be the end. I hope you enjoyed.